Behind their stunning looks are controversial cosmetic surgeries. And not everyone wants to admit it. Cosmetic surgery has long been a part of Hollywood, where the pressure to maintain appearance is almost relentless. For stars of color, this is compounded by beauty standards, often dominated by Western perspectives, leading to debates around identity, acceptance, and mental health. Some artists openly share their cosmetic journeys as part of personal freedom, but others deny it, despite the press, fans, and before and after images, creating a wave of doubt. Where is the truth? Verified Lil' Kim. Verified. The famous rapper has openly undergone many cosmetic procedures. In an interview with The Guardian in 2000, she admitted to having rhinoplasty after an injury. In the following years, the press noted a marked change in her face. K. Michelle. Verified. The R&B singer admitted to having her buttock implanted with illegal silicone injections. In 2017, she publicly revealed the procedure due to complications and warned women of color not to follow the dangerous trend. Tamar Braxton. Verified. In 2013, Tamar shared on The Breakfast Club that she had rhinoplasty to treat polyps, although her appearance has led many to question her cosmetic motives. Vivica A. Fox. Verified. The actress confirmed that she had undergone breast augmentation and facial rejuvenation. In her memoir, 2018, she admitted, "I don't regret it, but I also don't encourage women to think that surgery is the only way." These public admissions have become important facts that show that cosmetic surgery is not only a private matter, but also associated with messages of courage and honesty. Alleged controversial Beyoncé. Alleged. Many entertainment newspapers have suspected that she had a nose job or filler. However, Beyoncé has never confirmed it, and doctors have not provided evidence. Janet Jackson. Alleged, partially verified. In the 1990s, the American media talked a lot about Janet's shrinking nose. She admitted to having surgery once due to an injury when she was 16, but denied having had any plastic surgery. Nicki Minaj. Alleged. The rap star has been rumored to have had a butt lift and facial surgery. On the talk show Extra, 2013, Nicki asserted, "I have never had any plastic surgery on my face." The truth is still controversial. Naomi Campbell. Alleged. Supermodels are sometimes suspected of abusing Botox or fillers, but there has been no official confirmation. This is the gray area between truth and rumor. For big stars, keeping secrets or denying them is a matter of privacy. However, the entertainment media always pushes this topic to the center of attention to attract views. Analysis of motivation, power, contract. PR The pressure to maintain beauty in the entertainment industry comes not only from the audience, but also from advertising contracts, record labels, and studios. A perfect image means millions of dollars. For artists of color, the beauty factor is also associated with colorism, discrimination based on skin tone and facial features. Some scholars point out that nose jobs or skin lightening surgeries reflect the influence of white standards in this industry. However, the story is not only negative. Some artists like K. Michelle have turned their personal experiences into media campaigns, warning fans about the risks and asserting freedom over their bodies. The difference between admit and deny also reveals PR strategies. Someone may choose to be transparent to align their personal brand with authenticity, while another may remain silent to protect their mysterious image. Plastic surgery among Black celebrities is both a personal choice and a social issue tied to beauty and cultural pressures. Public cases help audiences understand the truth, while unconfirmed rumors remind us to respect privacy. Finally, the glamour sometimes comes at the cost of invisible scars. Dwayne Wade and Aja Matoya, a single decision during a brief separation, nearly redefined the public image of an NBA superstar. Dwayne Wade, a three-time NBA champion with the Miami Heat, has always been admired by the public, not only for his basketball skills but also for his family man image. Alongside actress Gabrielle Union, they started dating in 2008, a power couple that blends sports and Hollywood. However, before getting married, their relationship went through major challenges, including a short period of separation. It was in that gap that a personal development of Wade attracted great attention from the media and the public. In late 2013, Wade publicly acknowledged that he had fathered a child with Aja Matoya, a longtime friend, during his and Gabrielle Union's temporary separation. The child, Xavier Zechariah Wade, was born in November 2013. Wade explained the situation in a 2013 interview, noting that the event occurred while he and Union were no longer together. Union and Wade later reunited. They became engaged in December 2013 and married in August 2014. The story was widely reported by major media outlets such as People and CNN, which confirmed the details of the timing, the relationship, and Union's agreement to move forward with Wade. In a September 2023 interview, Wade candidly admitted that the hardest story I ever had to share with Gabrielle was about the child. He described the moment as a wake-up call and stressed that honesty was the only thing that kept their relationship alive and thriving. The event became one of the most public turning points in a professional athlete's personal life, reflecting the complexity of maintaining both a public image and a personal relationship. One aspect that has attracted much attention is the alleged reactions from Aja Matoya. Several outlets, such as Gossip, January 2014, and IB Times, 2014, reported that Matoya allegedly made social media posts criticizing Gabrielle Union. However, these details have never been directly confirmed by the person involved or through legal filings. As a result, most reputable outlets refer to the issue using the terms alleged or rumored, emphasizing that these are merely media interpretations. Therefore, when discussing this content, it is important to maintain a clear distinction between documented facts, the birth of the child, Wade's statements, engagement, marriage timeline, and unconfirmed allegations. The existence of alleged rumors also shows how the media exploits potential conflicts to attract attention, even when the parties themselves have not confirmed or responded. In the world of sports and entertainment, personal image is not only private, but also tied to commercial contracts. In 2013 or 2014, Wade was the face of many sports and consumer brands, revealing that he had a child outside of a long-term relationship could have affected both his commercial value and the family image he had built. The way Wade handled it, publicly admitting, reaffirming his feelings for Gabrielle Union, and quickly moving toward marriage, can be understood as both a personal and PR strategy. For Union, accepting and working through the storm with him reinforced her image as a strong, steadfast woman. At the same time, the event showed how the power of the media and the public pressures celebrities to face the truth. Wade's public admission, rather than letting rumors continue, shows an awareness of the sustainability of transparency in the age of social media. Wade and Matoya's story shows that even the most famous people face deeply personal challenges. Distinguishing between fact and alleged is essential to giving audiences a fair view. Ultimately, transparency and honesty helped Wade and Union maintain their relationship despite public scrutiny.
When the world's most powerful music couple faced whispers of betrayal, art and confession blurred the line between fact and rumor. Beyoncé Knowles and Sean Jay-Z Carter are one of the most powerful couples in music history. Beyoncé, a global pop icon with the most Grammys in history, and Jay-Z, one of the most successful rappers and billionaire entrepreneurs, have been married since 2008. In the public eye, they represent a combination of talent, influence, and wealth. But starting in the mid-2010s, private rifts began to emerge, putting them at the center of one of the most watched marriage scandals in pop culture history. The big break came in May 2014, when video leaked from an elevator at the Standard Hotel in New York showed Solange Knowles, Beyoncé's younger sister, attacking Jay-Z after the Met Gala. The scene, reported by TMZ, quickly exploded across the media. The Knowles-Carter family later issued an official statement, calling it a family matter and claiming it had been resolved. In 2016, Beyoncé released the visual album Lemonade. Songs like Sorry contained lyrics that alluded to infidelity and Becky with the good hair, a phrase that became a pop culture staple. The album was analyzed by outlets like Time and The Guardian as a tale of pain from a broken marriage. A year later, in 2017, Jay-Z released the album 444. In an interview with the New York Times and on the song itself, he publicly admitted to having been unfaithful. Jay-Z called it a hard truth and said therapy helped him and Beyoncé reconcile. It was the clearest public confirmation yet that the public's suspicions were based on fact. To this day, the two remain married, raising 3 children and regularly appearing together in music projects and charity work. Although Jay-Z has admitted to infidelity, the identity of the woman involved has never been confirmed. The phrase Becky with the good hair and lemonade has sparked much speculation. Some outlets such as Vogue and E! News have linked the rumor to fashion designer Rachel Roy. However, it has always been described as alleged, and Roy has denied it. Outlets like Time have emphasized that Lemonade may be a mix of personal experience and art, making it difficult to distinguish fact from fiction. As a result, much of the information beyond Jay-Z's direct confession remains unconfirmed rumor. Social media has also amplified the theories. The hashtag #ChausterBecky has gone viral, leading to negative consequences for the individuals who are named without evidence. This is a clear example of how alleged claims can quickly become a cultural phenomenon. Despite the lack of confirmation, Beyoncé and Jay-Z are not just a couple, they are a joint brand, with a joint tour, music deal, and business venture. When the scandal broke, their commercial value was in danger. But instead of hiding, the two turned the crisis into art and public dialogue. Lemonade and 444 not only sold millions of copies, but also redefined their image, from perfect icons to models of honesty, healing, and growth. This can be considered a case study in media crisis, turning a scandal into an opportunity to position a new brand, even stronger than before. The couple also shows the balance of power. Beyoncé tells the story from the artist's perspective, while Jay-Z admits and exposes vulnerability. This strategic transparency not only saved the marriage, but also strengthened the Knowles-Carter brand. The Beyoncé-Jay-Z saga illustrates the blurred line between private life and art. When the truth is made public, scandal becomes a tool to redefine brands and love. It is also an example of how transparency can be a wise strategic choice in the public world. Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. They were Hollywood's ultimate power couple, but behind the glamour lay a custody battle that reshaped both their lives. Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie met while filming Mr. and Mrs. Smith, 2004. Rumors of an affair flared because Pitt was still married to Jennifer Aniston at the time. By 2005, Aniston filed for divorce, and the Brangelina couple quickly became global icons, adopting, having children, participating in humanitarian campaigns, and appearing heavily in the media. In 2014, they married in France in a private ceremony, but just 2 years later, Jolie filed for divorce, opening one of the most complicated divorce and custody cases in modern Hollywood. On September 19, 2016, Angelina Jolie officially filed for divorce, citing irreconcilable differences. Court records show that she is seeking physical custody of their 6 children, while Pitt is only granted visitation rights. Media outlets such as the BBC and CNN reported that the affair escalated after an incident on a private flight on September 14, 2016. The FBI and the Los Angeles County Department of Child Welfare opened an investigation into allegations of violence against one of Pitt's children, but in November 2016, the FBI announced that it was closing the case without indictment. The divorce proceedings dragged on for years, largely revolving around child custody and property division. In 2019, the court officially declared the couple legally single, but other disputes continued. A key legal issue was the dispute over Chateau Miraval, a French vineyard they both owned. Jolie sold her share to a wine company run by Russian Yuri Scheffler. Pitt countersued, claiming that the sale violated the previous agreement. The case is still ongoing in U.S. and French courts. Many of the allegations surrounding the 2016 flight incident remain alleged. According to documents cited by the New York Times and Rolling Stone, Jolie claimed that Pitt choked one of the children and slapped another in the face and was physically aggressive toward her. Pitt denied all of them, and as noted, the FBI did not pursue charges. In August 2022, an anonymous complaint, Jane Doe, was revealed to be Jolie asking the FBI to release documents from the flight investigation. These documents show that a heated argument took place, but no criminal conviction has yet been filed. Additionally, there are allegations that the Miraval dispute was not just a business matter, but also a legal move to exert pressure in a custody battle. This remains a point of contention, pending a court decision. The Pitt-Jolie affair is proof that when a power couple divorces, the legal and financial factors are tied to their public image. Pitt had to defend his career with a series of film projects, while Jolie focused on building her image as a humanitarian. In the legal battle, the PR factor played a huge role. Every document leaked to the press immediately became hot news, affecting public opinion. Pitt's image suffered in the early stages, 2016-2017, but gradually recovered after reappearing in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, 2019, and winning an Oscar. Jolie, on the other hand, was supported by many women's organizations, but also faced criticism for prolonging the dispute. The power here lies not only in the court, but also in the ability to shape the public narrative. This emphasizes that in high-profile divorces, public opinion and the media are a second court. Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie are not only a power couple, but also proof that when love breaks down, legal disputes can last for years, far beyond the personal scope. This case also shows that the media and the public have a decisive role in how people perceive the truth. It is a lesson in the complexity of fame and power in the Hollywood context.
12 Black celebrities whose marriages ended in total scandal. Investigative overview. This article is based on public reports and records from reputable media outlets. Any details that have not been legally confirmed or appear only as rumors are clearly labeled as alleged. The goal here is to provide context, summarize the facts, and analyze the legal implications, not to humiliate or defame any individual. Celebrity marriage scandals have a cruel rule. When intimacy collides with power and money, the consequences are often widespread, with the press, courts, and social media all joining in to judge. In the community of influential Black artists, athletes, and business people, high-profile divorces are more than just broken relationships. They are also stories of abuse of power, violence, lawsuits, property deals, and the media amplifying personal tragedies into cultural events. Some of the cases on the list of 12 people couples represent different types of scandals. There are marriages that end because of domestic violence. The story of Tina Turner and Ike Turner is one of the most historic examples. Tina publicly recounted the years of abuse, which later became a symbol of violence in the entertainment industry, and was extensively re-explored in documentaries and reports. See analysis and interviews in the article about the documentary Tina. Vanity Fair +1. There are marriages that are suspected of serving PR or commercial interests, much debated by journalists and experts. For example, the motives of Michael Jackson's marriage to Lisa Marie Presley, 1994-1996, were questioned by the public, leading journalists to speculate about whether it was a PR stunt during Jackson's career. In the absence of direct evidence, claims about motives should be labeled alleged. Los Angeles Times, some cases develop into criminal cases, civil lawsuits, or media scandals, with serious career consequences. The Kobe Bryant case illustrates another direction. A 2003 sexual assault allegation. The criminal case later led to no prosecution, and a civil lawsuit was settled, left a lasting mark on his career and personal life. When discussing such allegations, it is important to distinguish between alleged and convicted. ESPN.com +1. There are also marriages that have been marred by public infidelity, with disputes over property and public lawsuits. Cases like Mary J. Blige and Kendu Isaacs, or Wendy Williams and Kevin Hunter, whose children were illegitimate and who filed for divorce, show that divorce often involves complicated financial and legal disputes. For Wendy Williams, Major newspapers have detailed the divorce proceedings and the allegations. People.com. Why do these events become scandalous? It can be summarized in a few recurring mechanisms. Power imbalance. When one party controls finances, contracts, or reputation, e.g., a major superstar or producer, the other party is more likely to be pressured to keep quiet through NDAs, financial settlements, or unilateral departures. This turns an internal dispute into a public issue when someone breaks the silence. Potential for commercialization. Artists can turn tragedy into art, e.g., albums, films, interviews, changing how the public perceives private matters, sometimes rehabilitating their image, sometimes exacerbating reputational damage. Legal events and leaks. Investigative journalism. Court filings and leaked documents, FBI reports, deposition excerpts provide a basis for public judgment, but also increase the risk of defamation when information is misinterpreted or given out of context. Social media. Trials by TikTok, Twitter, can shift the balance of public opinion quickly, leaving individuals convicted online before a court has rendered a verdict. When writing about 12 marriages ended in scandal, the editorial team had to follow legal and ethical guidelines, cite sources accurately, AP, BBC, NYT, People, court filings, label any allegations that have not been confirmed by a court, and avoid describing sensitive details, sexual violence, health, child information, that are beyond the public domain. The bottom line: the high-profile divorces in the Black community that we profile are more than just drama. They're a reflection on the relationship between power, money, public image, and the law. Some serve as cautionary tales about domestic violence. Others illustrate how the media can turn private information into cultural events. Most raise questions about privacy, journalistic responsibility, and how society treats celebrities when they make mistakes or are accused of making mistakes.